Welcome back to my channel, you guys. Today's video is going to be an update for my 25 Uses by Christmas project pan. I have just over a little bit of a month when I am filming this video. Of course, it's going to go up in a few days, but I thought it would be a good time to update you guys on my progress, where I'm at with the products that I'm working with. This was kind of a last minute throw together project pan that I decided to do for the remainder of 2020. So it's more usage based versus like usage tally based versus like hitting pan on things. And honestly, I think that may be the way to go for me with project panning in the future. It's just an easier motivator for me. I feel like when I can say, okay, I hit my 25 uses, I feel super accomplished. Whether or not I've hit pan or not, usage is still usage, and I feel like hitting that usage mark is more of an accomplishment than not more of an accomplishment, but it's a more feasible accomplishment, and I kind of get that sense of like, yes, I hit my goal faster than if I was like actually trying to hit pan, you know what I mean? But I think that's enough blabbering in this intro. Let's hop into the products and how I'm doing on them, you guys. Alright, you guys, so the first product that I threw in is the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek in the shade Yes She Did. And I won't lie, I'm really not doing great on this product. I'm really just having a hard time remembering to use it. I've been so into cream blush, cream bronzer, cream highlighter. I just want all the creams on my cheeks. But I do find that kind of at the end of my routine, I look at my face and I'm like, I want some more blush, and that's where I'm trying to get some more use out of this month. Unfortunately, ouch, I just scratched myself. I only managed to use this 3 times, which is really bad, and I feel like that's not setting me up for success to hit my 25 goal mark. Ordinarily with blush, I would say, we'll just like throw it in the crease as like an eyeshadow shade. That's how we're gonna get our usage out of it. The Super Shock blushes are a little bit different. I wonder if that would even work. Let me grab, I need a clean blending brush. Okay, this is a slightly denser brush. I feel like I have to use slightly denser brushes with these Super Shock products, because like when I apply it to my cheeks, I swirl it and then I stamp it on. I'm not sure if actually blending this product on would be super effective. I feel like I'm getting like the slightest wash of color, and yes, I could consider that usage. So maybe that's a route that I'll have to pursue with this product to get my usage out of it. I do think it's a pretty blush. I have it on today. I specifically chose this shade because it was a little bit deeper, a little more rosy, and I felt like that would be really beautiful for the holidays. So possibly I'll be able to finish this off. Well, not finish it off, but hit my 25 usage goal mark by the time Christmas rolls around. I don't know. I'm a little bit skeptical that I'm going to make it on this one. Okay, you guys, next up we have my beloved Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe Highlighting Palette. You guys, I adore this thing so much. The champagne shade actually broke this month, so I'm going to be really careful when I'm holding it up. I do have a pretty big pan in the first shade, but that was there at the start of this project and has only grown because it shattered. But I managed to use this a total of 6 times over the past month, which again, not great. But I have been doing much better about having makeup playtime this week, and I'm planning to do a lot more in the next couple weeks because there are so many fun holiday looks that I want to create for you guys. I feel like every single year I say, okay, I'm going to do a ton of holiday looks this year, and then like Christmas rolls around, it's like 2 weeks before Christmas, I'm like, have I posted any holiday looks? But I'm trying to get better about planning things out this time around. I actually have my entire mini vlogmas video schedule planned out. I'm hoping to start filming those videos this weekend, but yeah, a lot of fun things are coming in December. But anyways, how does that relate to my highlighter? Hopefully I will be doing more full faces of makeup to do that. I'm also trying to get better about using that as like an inner corner highlight. I just have so many fun, beautiful eyeshadow shades in my collection that I love to pop in my inner corner, so that's not always my first choice. Okay, now we're getting to the part of the project where I feel like I just totally lost my mind. I put 2 lip products in. I've never really had a ton of success panning lip products to begin with, so I'm not really sure what I was thinking when I threw these ones in. But the first one that I threw in is the Kat Von D liquid lipstick. I think this is in the shade Bow and Arrow. It's a beautiful kind of like neutral brown tone. I thought this would pair really beautifully with some of the fall looks that I've been gravitating towards lately, and I have paired it with a few of them, but I'm just coming to realize that this really isn't my favorite shade. Like it's a brown, and I'm not super comfortable wearing brown lips, but I'm like, you know what? Grungy, it's fall, it'll be fun for like makeup playtime nights, and so I thought I would get a lot more use out of this than I have. but I only managed to use it twice this month. I know it's very bad. This one I'm almost positive I won't be able to use 25 times before Christmas, but we tried. And then the other lip product that I threw in is the Just a Tint, what are these called? Like lip crayons, Just a Tint lip crayons, tinted lip balms from Colourpop. This one's in the shade Go Go. This is a beautiful, beautiful berry shade. I actually have a little bit of it on my lips today. I just lined my lips with like a neutral mauve lip liner, filled them in with a little bit of this, and then topped it with a little bit of gloss. This one may have a fighting chance of being used 25 times before Christmas. I just feel like this tone is more, well, this tone and this formula lend themselves much more easily to being kind of like sheared out and blended out on the lips. So I don't necessarily have to wear it in like this berry capacity. I can shear it out to just that, where it just adds a little bit of a flush to my lips, and I really have been enjoying using this product in that way. Over the past month, I managed to use it a total of 5 times, but once again, I'm hoping with all the Christmas looks I have coming, I'll feel a little bit more inclined to reach for a pretty berry lip. Okay, finally, we have one product that's technically 2 products. It's like one category that I'm aiming for 25 uses, but it's 2 products that I'm kind of like bouncing between to get to that 25 uses. And these are my 2 eyeshadow palettes. In this project, I decided to include the Arcana palette from Kaleido Cosmetics and the Beach Cosmetics Royal Affair palette. And between the 2 of them, I wanted to get 25 uses out of them before Christmas. And oh my gosh, you guys, this is the category that I'm doing the absolute best in, that I am not really even worried at all that I won't hit my goal in. This past month, I managed to use these palettes 12 times, which, like, high five myself there. I have always been terrible at sticking to, like, panning eyeshadow, even just like using one single eyeshadow palette or like 2 eyeshadow palettes for the majority of my eye looks, or at least dipping into the shadows once when I'm creating an eye look, for forever. But having these 2 together, and I think these 2 palettes just pair exceptionally well together. I'll hold them up side by side for you guys so you can really see the color stories of each of them. But I've so enjoyed using these 2 together. Again, they've really just been perfect for creating those really beautiful fall holiday looks. I mean, how pretty is that? Like, this has your beautiful saturated rich jewel tones, and this adds your neutrals back in. So if I want to go super colorful, I can dip into this palette. If I just want like a little pop of color and I want to go mostly neutral, I can dip into this palette. I just love it, and I really want to kind of continue this, not panning system, because I don't think I'm going to hit pan in either of these palettes by the time I hit 25 uses, but just kind of this usage system for my eyeshadow palettes. I have so many eyeshadow palettes, and I love to bounce around between them. So like when I was doing my, I forgot what that was called. I think I was calling it like 1 month, 1 palette, pan in every palette, something like that, where I was focusing on a single shade in a palette or just 1 palette for an entire month, trying to hit as many pans as I could. I was miserable. I hated it so much. It felt so restrictive. Whereas with these, I count usage as like just using 1 shadow in the palette, and I find that when I already have these palettes out and I'm just dipping in there for 1 shadow, I'm more likely to dip into the other shadows as well. So I am so over the moon excited about the progress I've been making in these. It just makes me so happy to see that I'm finally figuring out a way to consistently get usage out of my eyeshadow palette collection. And as I said, I think this might be like a new thing on my channel. I don't know if I'll incorporate it into like my usual project pans, or maybe if we'll do it like on a monthly basis where I pick 2 palettes, aim for 25 uses or something like that. I think that could be really fun as well. But that's gonna wrap up this update, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know how you are doing panning towards the end of the year. Is this the time where you're like, it's crunch time, go I want to use these products up? Or is this the time where you guys kind of like let off the gas, slow things down a little bit? I feel like normally by this time of the year, well, I say normally, I've only been project panning for 2 years, but in the past I found that at this point in the year I'm just kind of like done project panning. So this is the time of the year where I just kind of let off the gas, I take a deep breath, I go a little easier on myself, and just love on my makeup and create as many beautiful holiday looks with whatever products I want in my collection. So that's gonna wrap up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys subscribe and stay tuned for my finale, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!